There is a moment in vascular disease when treatments stop working. Unfortunately, the disease does not stop. The moment is called no option in critical limb ischemia. And for many patients, this diagnosis comes after months or years of procedure, wound care, medications, and repeated attempts to restore circulation. There's persistent foot wounds, pain at rest, skin that becomes cold or pale, and growing fear of limb loss. Today, I want to help you understand what this diagnosis actually means. I want to do three things. First, explain what no-option critical limb ischemia is. Second, explain why treatments fail. And third, introduce how clinical research is exploring a new approach. This is not medical advice. It is not a promise of a benefit. This is an explanation of our research. Critical limb ischemia is the most severe form of peripheral arterial disease. It occurs when blood flow to the leg or foot is so reduced that tissue can no longer receive enough oxygen and nutrients to survive. Clinically, critical limb ischemia is often defined by ischemic rest pain lasting more than 2 weeks, wounds that will not heal, perhaps gangrene, or tissue loss caused by poor circulation. Studies show that patients with critical limb ischemia face a very high risk of amputation, increased cardiovascular mortality, a significant loss of mobility and independence. Simply put, without adequate blood supply, the body's natural healing mechanisms cannot function. The term no option is used when a patient is no longer a candidate for conventional revascularization. This means bypass surgery is not feasible, a stent procedure is no longer possible, and prior interventions, if any, have failed. Unfortunately, the anatomy of the blood vessels cannot be repaired. Importantly, no option does not mean the disease has stopped progressing. It means that the standard tools can no longer restore blood flow. At this stage, care often focuses on pain control, wound management, infection prevention, and in many cases, discussion about amputation. This is one of the most difficult points for patients, families, and clinicians alike. Standard treatments for critical limb ischemia aim to reopen or bypass blocked arteries. When successful, these procedures can be life and limb saving. But as the disease progresses, several challenges arise: worsening, blockage of the arteries, small vessel disease that cannot be bypassed, repeated vessel blockage, and diabetes-related microvascular damage. Over time, even open arteries may not deliver enough blood to the tissues, and that is because healing depends not only on the large arteries, but on the small arteries as well. When microcirculation is damaged, tissue remains ischemic even after the large vessels are open. At the tissue level, healing requires oxygen delivery, nutrient exchange, and removal of metabolic waste. Your immune system access, all of this depends on healthy microcirculation. In no-option critical limb ischemia, many tissues remain alive, but chronically underperfused. And that leads to an important scientific question. If the microvasculature can be improved, would tissue survival increase? Would limb preservation increase? And what is possible? This question really sits at the center of our research. If you or someone you love is living with advanced critical limb ischemia, or if you've been told that the standard procedures are no longer an option, you may want to pause here to learn more about our clinical research for no-option critical limb ischemia. Click on the link below where you can explore additional education resources, our studies, and your eligibility information. ACP is an autologous cell-based investigational approach that is being studied in ischemic conditions. Autologous means the cells come from your own body. The cells used in ACP are selected for their angiogenic potential, meaning they are studied for their ability to create new circulation where the body signals that need. Clinical research in patients with chronic limb-threatening ischemia has evaluated outcomes such as ulcer size reduction, amputation-free survival, and limb preservation. Obviously, safety is important. In one clinical data set involving no-option critical limb ischemia patients, ulcer size decreased significantly at 3 months. There was no meaningful ulcer improvement in the control group. There was a lower rate of amputation and death that was reported at 1 year. And there were no treatment-related safety concerns identified. Our findings do not represent guaranteed outcome. They represent data used to guide our further scientific research. In a clinical trial setting, ACP is evaluated under strict regulatory oversight. The process typically includes patient screening and eligibility assessment, autologous cell collection, controlled processing under regulated conditions, administration according to a protocol. And throughout the trial, patients are closely monitored for safety outcomes, wound progression and wound healing, limb status, and functional measures such as exercise capacity and quality of life. The primary goal of our trials is safety and preliminary efficacy. Any observed clinical change is considered exploratory. What distinguishes this line of research is our focus on biology, not just anatomy. Rather than asking, how do we manage wound or pain, we ask, how can we regenerate the circulatory environment itself? Blood flow is not a symptom. It is a foundational requirement for tissue survival. By studying approaches that aim to create new circulation where the body signals out need, we are exploring the trajectory of no-option critical limb ischemia. It is essential to be clear. ACP is investigational. It is not approved for general use, and not all patients qualify. Results, unfortunately, are not guaranteed, but our preliminary results have been significant. Your participation is voluntary, and it requires informed consent. Clinical trials exist to answer difficult questions ethically and transparently. This is how medicine advances. No-option critical limb ischemia represents one of the most serious challenges in vascular medicine. If you're facing this diagnosis, you should be interested in our clinical trial. Let's move from managing decline to understanding whether the environment itself can be regenerated. Again, if you or someone you love is living with advanced limb ischemia, know this: our research is ongoing, our data is very important to you, and science is increasingly focused on the root cause. Click the link below to learn more about our clinical research and how you can participate. Speak with a qualified professional or research coordinator to understand your eligibility, risks, and whether or not joining the clinical trial may be appropriate. Thank you for supporting Hemostemix and allowing Hemostemix to support you.